No barber, no barber school, no barber certification, no $25 per cut, no waiting in the barber shop, none of that. Like, I do this on my own time, anytime, all the time. I'm gonna be showing y'all how to do this on your head. What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So happy to be making another video and so happy that you guys are tuned in today. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you all how to cut your own hair. I'm gonna be showing y'all the results. Actually, I am showing y'all the results of freshly dyed, freshly cut, and freshly styled hair. So this is what my hair looks like after dyeing it, cutting it, and wearing a do-rag at night. It is a very fresh look. It is so clean. It is so, ooh. It is just everything. I love everything about it. So today I'm gonna be showing y'all how y'all can achieve this look also. If you're interested in learning, interested in seeing how I do it, definitely stay tuned. Let me know what you think about the video at the end. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video and to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Share this video to somebody who might like it or who might need it and all of that good stuff. So stay tuned for the rest of the video. Thanks for checking it out. I'm gonna put on my cape just to keep hair from getting on my skin. The next step is just gonna be to simply comb out your hair. This is a tip. The first step in a haircut is setting your guideline, and that is the foundation of any successful fade, or any successful bald fade is a good guideline. So let me take this back off. I like to set my guideline right underneath where my hairline starts to go diagonal. So I'm gonna use a headband just so I can like set a line that I can follow with my clippers, because this makes it so much easier as opposed to trying to use clippers and go around your head and make the line even. Highly recommend doing this because you're gonna get a clean guideline every time. Cool, make sure it's straight on both sides and even, because you do not want a crooked guideline. The clippers I'm gonna be using today is the Andes T-liner. And the second clipper I'm going to be using is the Wall Magic Clip. I always spray your clippers just for sanitary reasons. I'm using Andes Cool Care Plus clipper for clipper blades. Every time I cut my hair before and after, I always use this spray on my clippers. All right, here comes the tricky part, is cutting the back of your hair. Why are they shaking like that? Cutting the back of your hair can be a little tricky, but with the right tools and with the right practice, it can be pretty easy. So just pick up wherever you left off. Cut all that hair. All right, cool, boom. First step is done. We are on our way to a good haircut. Looking good to me, I didn't miss any spots. Step number 2 is gonna be setting your second guideline. So the second guideline I'm gonna be making, I'm going to use the half number. This is a 1/16 length guard. It is very, very short, but it is not bald. So it's gonna give me that first level of gradation that I want for my fade. Very close to stubble, but not bald. So this is what I like to use to set my first guideline. I'm gonna use the half guard open first. And I'm gonna blend up about 1 inch on my head. So the difference between having your clippers open like this and closed is that the blade gets shorter when it's closed. So that means it's gonna let in more hair and cut in more hair, so it's gonna be shorter. So I always like to start all of my guidelines with my clippers open. So in case I do cut too much hair, I can always come down a little bit. So I want to leave it a little longer so I'll have the opportunity to cut more hair instead of like cutting it too short and then messing up. So if you want to play it safe, always just leave your clippers open, and then you can eventually close them and work your way down, and it'll cut your hair shorter. But I always start open, and y'all can see it's starting to cut a little bit. So my method is left side, right side, back, just to keep it consistent and to keep it even. Trying your hardest to make the guideline the same length as on the other side. So that's why I use measurements. That's why I use an inch measurement to make sure it's even all around. Just gonna start where I left off on this side. Going up the same amount, about 1 inch. It's not gonna look perfect, and that's okay, because it is a fade, so all the hair will eventually just transition evenly. The next step I'm gonna do is just kind of take down any hair on top of that guideline, still using the half guard open, but I'm just going to go with the grain instead of against the grain. I've always wanted to know how to cut my own hair, but I never did it because I was scared that I would go out in public and have like a jacked up haircut. So that's why I decided to start cutting my hair during quarantine, because I was in the house and nobody was gonna see me. So, but my first haircut actually ended up looking really, really good. Like, really good. Anyways, we are about halfway done. Hang in there, because it's almost over. Like, I'm just gonna show you the fade, what it looks like now. The length that my hair is at, it's almost at, these lengths are almost the same. So it's starting to blend like pretty seamlessly without me even having to cut it. So the next step is gonna be to blend this line with this length of my hair. And then the last step will be to blend this. The next step of my haircut is I'm gonna take my 1 guard, and I'm going to blend the top of this guideline that I set with the half guard to my hair that is uncut at the top. With this, I'm only gonna go up about ½ inch. So not too much, because I don't need to do that much. And the top of my head is right here anyway, so I'm just gonna go up about ½ inch to start that fade. Same thing on the right side, of course. With the grain, just to lay those hairs back down. And just like that, we are literally almost done. So the next step that I'm gonna use, I'm gonna go up 1 more guard, and I'm gonna use the 1.5. And that's what I'm gonna use to get the top length situated. I'm gonna use the 1.5 guard, but close it so I can get the shortest length, and so that this length can match with this length. And it's not even gonna cut that much hair because it's pretty long, but it is taking a little bit. That is one of the final steps before you finish your fade. It's like a nice even gradation from 1.5 to 1 to the half. So the next step of my fade I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be using the clippers, but all the way open, so that I can start to blend out this bottom level of hair. And I'm gonna pull my skin slightly upward so it could be a little more tight and cut even closer. And with this guideline, I'm only gonna go up about 1/2 inch. Same thing, left side, right side, back. And then you just wanna go with the grain one more time just to overlap, lay the hairs back down and get any hairs that you may have missed. Being sure not to go up too far because you will cut your hair. So just stay within that guideline. So the last thing I have to do is just blend out this bottom line and then we'll have a fade. All right, this is the last step of the fade before you get to cutting your face, which I am gonna do. I'm just gonna shape up my beard because I'm attempting to grow it out. Don't really know how I feel about it yet, but we're gonna see. So, last thing you're gonna do is take your clippers, which were open, and then you're going to close them so that the blades get closer together and you can get the closest shave at this point. This is the closest shave that you're gonna get to the T-liner because this is gonna go all the way bald. This is gonna go like very, very near bald. And maybe a 1/4 inch. Since you went up a 1/2 inch last time, only go up a 1/4 to 1/2 inch to make that next guideline and blend that skin into that lowest level of the fade. I am seeing a little bit of a line on this side, so I'm gonna take the 1/2 guard, I'm gonna close it to get it all the way short, just to cut out a little more hair. To make that blend a little better. It's giving me lines. You don't want lines. You want fade. And just like that is how you can achieve a fade on the top of your head. I didn't do a lineup yet, but I will just go over it shortly and just get these long hairs in the front. So honestly, my beard isn't that long, but I still am gonna take it down because I like the shadow stubble look. For now at least. I used to have a clean face, but as my hair continued to grow, I just started to go with it. So I'm gonna take the 1/2 guard, actually 1/2 guard open, and just trim down my beard to whatever length that is. And the next thing I'm gonna do is blend out these sideburns into the beard. I don't know. I'm gonna make this hair as short as possible. Take that off, open the guards, blend out the top a little above where you ended that guideline. Lastly, you're just gonna close it and blend that into the bald part. So this bald should blend into this bald. All right, so the last and final part of your haircut is just bringing it all together, doing that lineup, doing the lineup on the mustache, and doing the lineup on the beard. So I'm just gonna work my way down and we'll be finished. What you're gonna do, comb out your hairline, get those hairs as separated as you can, and you can see where some hair just starts to like come a little bit in front of where the natural hairline is. So I'm just gonna like trim those very lightly. What you're gonna do is take your clippers. I like to start in the middle and just place that line there. And I kind of like push down. Like I start here and I push down and down. Like instead of just doing like choppy, 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 I'm like kind of cutting the top of the hair going down. Top going down, top going down. You'll start in the middle. And just follow your natural hairline. Like I said earlier, you'll just cut down, start in the middle, push down. You can quickly just go into the sides. Get a straight line, kind of work your way down a little bit. Side. Push it back. Boom. Yeah, I'm just gonna take all these hairs down and clean it up. I don't really go for that fierce straight line either. I just want the area to be clean. Like I want it to be like cheeks and then like beard instead of like just hair everywhere. So last thing I'm gonna do is a mustache. A straight line also. And I like to cut the hair underneath my chin because that's just kind of messy. The last thing I'm gonna do is, of course, sanitize my skin. A sheet, just touching my whole head, disinfecting the whole. Of course, you're gonna do the face. Ooh, look at that, y'all. Look at this hair. Look at that. Boom. Cutting your hair just, ooh. Who wants to pay $25 for a haircut when you can do it yourself? Like I'm telling y'all, I have saved so much money by cutting my own hair for these months. I used to pay $25 for every haircut, literally almost every week. So that's over $100 a month just on haircuts. I only spent around maybe $120 in total. So I've definitely made a profit. I've definitely got my money back. So thank y'all for sticking through my demonstration / tutorial. That is how I cut my hair. That is how you get this look. Cool. Let me know if the haircut looks good. You know, I hope to catch y'all on my next video, so be on the lookout for more content. Fucking hair.